Well, it's a fabulous evening for it. Summer still clinging on in West Yorkshire, and the neighbours haven't had far to come to turn up for this one. The heat is turning up a little bit in League One. We've seen the opening weeks of the season now. It's all about a strong continuation. Old faces, new faces, plenty of them for Huddersfield Town, one of the most active sides in the League One transfer window, with some big names brought in as well. But sometimes the old ways are the best, and Doncaster, back after 3 years in the fourth tier, are ready to make their impact in this Yorkshire derby, back in the third tier. This time Jay McGrath's ball. They do look threatening when Glenn Middleton picks it up. Here comes Luke Molyneux. Maybe danger for Huddersfield here. It's Molyneux, and he's found his man as well. Billy Sharp was waiting. Huddersfield can't clear it, and were very nearly made to pay. It so nearly worked for them. Just couldn't get a clean strike on goal. Good block by Josh Feeney. Might be needed again though. This is Molyneux. Another cute ball. And Goodman called into action. Might have been down the middle. Crystal Palace Loney still had to stretch for that one. What a start this is from Doncaster Rovers. Floated nicely. And Conor O'Riordan was keen to test the goalkeeper. And we've got a problem because one of the advertising hoardings has decided to join the Doncaster Rovers back line. If you want a job doing, you do it yourself, isn't that right? That's about all he's had to do. Well, given the ball had come back in play, we're going to have to start with the drop ball. New protocol surrounding them this season. Oh, here's Molyneux, he was presented to it, and there's danger here. Glenn Middleton, and a save from Goodman. And Huddersfield's defensive frailties are being exposed. A gift of possession, and if you're being critical, you might say that Middleton should have made the goalkeeper do more. Harness had a lot of holding up to do there, and he did well. Huddersfield choosing to go quick. Alfie Mays in the middle, Castledine approaching, Gooch has got to find one of them, and he gets a corner. Oh, deep it was. Murray Wallace, the tall figure in the middle. Molyneux taking safety first, and it hasn't ended a bad ball to Middleton. And there's going to be no question of offside here. It's Joe Sparrow. Oh, what a tackle that is. Well, how did he reach him? Joe Sparrow seemed to be away, and a brilliant tackle from Leo Castledine. All the ground he had to cover. Well, he had to time it to absolute perfection. Oh, touched by Harness! Oh, what a goal that would have been. And Timotei Lutitala, when he has been needed, he's been there. Marcus Harness hasn't scored yet for his new club. This would have been some way to open his account. Sublime touch to take Senior out the equation. Is Huddersfield's resistance to be broken finally? Molyneux's ball. It might still fall for Senior! And a good save by Goodman. And when they're moving that quick, you have to be in the right place at the right time. Well, both teams have had chances in the opening 36 minutes. 15 minutes, their time to pass on what they want from the second 45. Winning their side over halfway, as Doncaster fans sing there's only one team in Yorkshire. Well, there are several in this division. It's A very northern-friendly League One. In fact, Huddersfield's owner, American businessman Kevin Nagle, described their football as northern football. This summer, Ruben Roskin and Harness could shoot it! And saved by Latutala. There might be another wave of it. Castledine, can he get there? More to the point, did he use his hand? Roskin. And Latutala does manage to gather. A real fizzing and popping effort from Harness. And well saved by the Frenchman in goal. Here's Gooch now. First test for Charlie Crew. Corner it will be. Well, he's an exciting talent, Charlie Crew. Roskin, the man, looking to pick out a blue and white shirt. Goalkeeper staying at home. Back in from Harness, and Feeney! Wide. Well, the young Aston Villa man found a pocket of space there, unable to squeeze his effort within the confines of Timothée Latutala's goal. Well, Huddersfield taking this opportunity to make their changes. Ben Wiles is also presented himself for duty. Lasse Sørensen to be the first to come on. Off goes Murray Wallace. Second league debut for Huddersfield Town. Leo Castledine is also going to be removed. Lasse Sørensen coming on, and Alfie May also to depart, unable to find a goal against his first professional club. That'll be for Joe Taylor. No goal for him yet this season, hasn't netted since March actually. Here's a J. Oh, Gott's got there. And Huddersfield can clear. And the pressure continues to build. Forward by Gibson. Billy Sharp. Turning and firing. And the block came in at the right time from Lowe. Came with no obvious outball there. In that situation, the goal kick feels like a good result for Huddersfield. Billy Sharp, he's made a career out of doing this. Picked out expertly. Turns well and fires into the shins of the defender. Here comes Sørensen. Roskin now. Gooch is overlapping. Wiles and Taylor in the centre for Huddersfield. Nixon got the block in, and that collided with the referee in an unfortunate moment for Huddersfield Town. They will have felt they were in the ascendancy there. Back into play with a neutral restart. Here's Wiles. And Gooch. Harness. Oh, that's a good ball. And this is the chance. And that is the goal. Ben Wiles, the scorer. Brought on off the bench to do just that. And finally a breakthrough in this Yorkshire derby. Excellent ball it was from Harness, and Wiles with power and placement. It's as much about the setup as it is about the finish, though. Brilliant first-time ball. And Huddersfield have themselves in front. Doesn't have to look pretty. It was industrial, the ball, and it's found Joe Taylor. And he might go for goal if he can find a shot. Reardon was bundling him, and it's a penalty. And just as Huddersfield strike, they have another opportunity. And one that might take this game away from Doncaster Rovers, won by Joe Taylor. It was a scrappy battle. And the Blackburn loanee leant into it. Referee was downwind of it. And little hesitation from Lee Doughty. And Joe Taylor is off the mark for the campaign. And Huddersfield Town, perhaps now, with clear daylight between themselves and their South Yorkshire rivals, are getting themselves back to winning ways. Championship. No frills from Taylor. Straight down the middle to bring up the 2-goal margin. In from Ajayi. And that's the Huddersfield ball before it can even reach Charlie Crew, who was primed to hit it. And that will be that. Home victory for Huddersfield. Lee Grant's substitutes paying dividends. Had to wait an hour and a quarter, but eventually the Terriers finished it off with, when you look at the scoreboard, something that looks like an air of comfort. Ben Wiles set up masterfully by Marcus Harness, put the home side into the lead. Second goal of the campaign for him. Make sure they'll be leaving home happy. And Joe Taylor from the spot stepping up after being fouled to make it 2. A job well done in the final 15 minutes of the game for Huddersfield Town. As the rain comes down, Grant McCann might be left to rue what might have been. His side was stronger, you might say, in the first half. But Doncaster, though their unbeaten run has now departed them, have shown us enough to suggest they could be a threat this season. There's plenty more football to come, though, in the season, with plenty of ups and downs, but it's Huddersfield Town who finished this one on the up. Victors in the Yorkshire derby by a scoreline of 2-0.